everybody, welcome back to another section of this video. I want to give a garden update. I have a garden here behind me. There's Ivy. Just reflecting on all the things that I've learned. It's been a really good experience to go from a small seed and the fruits of my labor here. I'm gonna do a little tour around the garden, but generally my cucumbers were not that successful. I mean, they were, but they're not edible successful, but I could still consider me having fruit, so that's something. My bell peppers are trying to come in for the home stretch here. It's August 21st today, so in Chicago, in this region, we're gonna start cooling down here soon, so I was hoping that my bell peppers can at least start to produce fruit before it gets cold. My kale has come, I've cut it and come back multiple times throughout this season, but I'm dealing with pest problems with my kale, particularly like a cabbage moth I'm having problems with, and then some new pests that I've just recently discovered, so I cut it again. I might actually experiment with a purple variety, like a purple curly kale. I heard that that's better with pests. So, since kale is like more of a cold weather crop, I might go ahead and just plant that now and like take up the green and put the purple in there. And then my rosemary has been strong and steady, just dependable, reliable. It deters pests naturally, so I would say out of all the things, the rosemary has been the easiest to grow this summer. So yeah, for 2024, this has been a really cool thing, little hobby that I've done this summer. It's nice to have a backyard. It's nice to see the sun, be outdoors, fresh air, all that stuff. And plus, Ivy likes being out here. Ivy, come here. Sit down. See her? She's being annoying because she wants her BALL. But she's in ball rehab right now, so we're taking a moment away from the BALL. Alright, well, let me give you a tour. So here's the tour. Starting first, I should have showed you before I cut it, but my kale was here. I've cut them because they were having pest problems and I didn't want it to get to my bell peppers, which are here. So pretty. I want to point out a couple things. You notice the flower. And notice, oh my God, that's so cute. A little tiny bell pepper. Very exciting. My rosemary, like I said, strong and mighty, hardy type of crop, plant. And then womp womp womp, my cucumbers. So a couple theories why this wasn't so successful. I know you see fruit here, but it just by looking at it doesn't even look edible, and it's hard as a rock. So there's that. Another angle. Neem oil with a little bit of dish soap and water. I will spray it on the garden, particularly the kale, to help with the pests. And this I've been spraying religiously just to kind of make sure that it gives me some harvest this last little bit of the growing season. This was my greenhouse cover. Honestly, I'm not sure how beneficial this was to have. I did kind of vine some of my cucumbers on this, but that honestly didn't serve me because we had a storm and then it blew this off, so then it pulled the cucumbers from the root. So yeah. So I hope you all can hear me. I'm gonna try and get one of those wireless mics for the new videos, but from learning from the garden this year, it's been interesting to see how much work it took in the beginning, which you all saw at the beginning of the video, how much time it takes as well, the money to start a garden, you know, just the overall knowledge that you just have to acquire as you do it doesn't really come just like that. And I think that's the lesson here with any type of gardening, that you have to understand what patience is. You have to also understand that instant gratification is not something that aligns with life of all types. Like, nothing happens instantly. It takes time, especially if you want something good. And then along the way, things happen. Like when the storm happened for my cucumbers, I don't know if anybody's in the Midwest, but when we had like a actual tornado around maybe June, and it was so many trees down, it was so much damage, and including to my garden, in which the trellis that I was using to kind of vine my cucumbers got pulled from the ground. And because of that, I just think that the cucumbers couldn't survive, or became stunted, so they just stopped growing after that point, and they've just been this size ever since. They never got any darker either, as far as that green cucumber color that you know about. It's more of a light cucumber color, which makes me feel like they're not that edible. Anyways, all that to say, lessons. And I don't want this part to be too long because it's already a long video, but the point of me making this little clip is just so I can, one, tell you all, but show myself and look back on this experience and find gratitude in the opportunity to find peace in gardening and outdoors and God's work. So next year, I've learned a lot, and I definitely think that my next year garden will be even better. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. I love this. Ugh, bugs. Hey everybody, tell my bell peppers hey. I got peppers, but I was not here to water them for a couple days. It got dry, so now it's looking sad, but they're coming back. So, it is September 11th. And we're coming to the end of the growing season here in the Midwest, so I'm hoping the bell peppers can produce a wonderful, well, let me not say produced. It's already doing incredible things. I'll show you a close-up. But I hope that it gets like fajita size, you know? So I'll give you another update when we making fajitas, or before fajitas. Anyways, here's the peppers. They look sad, like I said, because I didn't water them and it got hot. But they're coming back with some watering. See, the soil is moist. And we have some really great size ones. Yeah, look at the camera finding it. Don't look at my kale. Just don't. And this little guy, I don't know. But we're gonna root him on anyway. Alright.